buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see last season's national champions, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Hermscher. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Dukes will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here we go, first 3rd down of the game. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Toss play, running right.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Ragin' Cajuns will line up to kick it away. And out of the end zone, this is an ugly punt. This one down inside the 35. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. He'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Makes it look easy. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Leon. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's hit as he throws it.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. But he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. James Madison's offense back out there now. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now offense with some pre-snap motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
First down here for this offense. Hot pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Look at a pass here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Dukes keep the football on the move. On the ground, it's Perkins. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense wraps him up.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing second and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Off target and incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end was just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Fighting him off. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Fox. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Well, the huge hit there, you half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Ragin' Cajuns will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught by the receiver. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that one's picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That pass is caught. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The raging Cajuns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He escapes the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Fox. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
So here we are. This is a crucial play in this game. 4th and long from the 45. Back to throw again. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
They make the stop, and it's a big play to the 31.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Now they're running on the toss. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
The Dukes line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. through the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. And they're trying to punch it in here. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. So the offense looking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Raging Cajuns come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in bus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. He's got it right near the end zone. The stop made at the 5. The offense has a first and goal now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
They'll run here on third and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Raging Cajuns will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. It's a blitz look here from the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking for a man. The pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Offense makes their way on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Add 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return. There. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's second down here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Fighting for yardage, the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Direct snap to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Perkins. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Dukes lining up here on first and 10. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Bringing pressure. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Throw to the running back in the flat. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game section before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Grab by the receiver. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Looking for some space. It's Allen. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Allen. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Dukes. There was no catching him that time. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Leon. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. At the 20. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Louisiana. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Allen. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. A direct snap. Bites off a defender. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Dukes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, James Madison.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Quick throw to his receiver. And is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. Inside the touchdown, James Madison. The defense produces 6 points.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Leon. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And the offense trots back out on the field again. And they hand it off to the back. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath. Tackle him inbounds and keep that clock moving.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position. They were dialed in and pounced on the football.
James Madison's offense back out there now. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down after that running play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
No, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Leon. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Running with purpose. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He hands it to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Raging Cajuns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Grab behind the line, it's Fox. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! A quick tackle, spot the ball at the 11 in a red zone opportunity now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Louisiana. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the 1st half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands seem all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's a quarterback keeper. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Dukes will have to kick this away. Hunter comes out for the 1st time today, looking to pin him back. We'll see what he can do with the return. Will not be brought down. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's dropped. It would have been a big play that he could not hold on. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in a hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.